Robert Irwin, the beloved son of the legendary crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, has officially grown up, and the world is noticing. Once known for his boyish charm and deep love for animals, Robert has suddenly found himself in the middle of Hollywood's latest whirlwind, rumors that he could be the next Bachelor. Yes, you heard that right. The young conservationist who's been winning hearts on Dancing with the Stars season 34 might just trade the dance floor for rose ceremonies and candlelit dates. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a closer look at how this all started and how Robert responded when the rumors reached him. Robert Irwin's story begins with a legacy unlike any other. Born into a family known for their passion for wildlife, Robert grew up surrounded by crocodiles, kangaroos, and cameras. His father, Steve Irwin, was one of the most beloved figures in the world, an adventurer, a conservation hero, and a man whose enthusiasm for nature inspired millions. Tragically, Steve Irwin's life was cut short in 2006 when he was fatally injured by a stingray while filming underwater. Robert was just 2 years old at the time. But even at that young age, he was already being shaped by his father's spirit, that fearless energy, that curiosity about the natural world, and that ever-present kindness. Alongside his mother, Terry, and his sister, Bindi, Robert has carried on his father's mission through the family's Australia Zoo. But now, years later, Robert has stepped firmly into his own spotlight, not just as a conservationist, but as a full-fledged celebrity in his own right. When Robert joined Dancing with the Stars, fans were curious. Would the nature-loving Aussie be able to handle the glitz and glamour of the ballroom? It didn't take long for him to answer that question. From the very first week, Robert became a fan favorite. His natural charisma, humble personality, and surprisingly smooth dance moves made him an instant hit. But it wasn't just his dancing that caught people's attention. During one of his performances, Robert shocked fans when he ripped his shirt off mid-routine, a moment that instantly went viral. The internet exploded with admiration, disbelief, and of course, a flood of thirsty comments. Suddenly, the sweet zookeeper from Australia wasn't just the kid who grew up on The Crocodile Hunter. He was now being called one of the most eligible bachelors on television. Social media quickly ran wild with suggestions. Robert Irwin should be the next Bachelor. We'd all sign up for that season. And just like that, a playful fan fantasy started turning into a real conversation. When E! News caught up with him after his viral dance, they couldn't resist asking the question on everyone's mind. Would he ever consider becoming the Bachelor? Robert laughed, but didn't deny it. He confirmed that he's still single and added that we're still looking for the American girl. And then, with a cheeky grin, he teased fans even more. Hey, all I can say is, stranger things have happened. Who knows? That little statement set off a new wave of excitement. Could Robert Irwin, the son of the crocodile hunter, really take over the world of reality dating? The idea seemed wild, but also oddly perfect. However, there's one person who isn't quite on board, and that's his dance partner, Whitney Carson. She's been one of Robert's biggest cheerleaders on Dancing with the Stars, even joking early on that they needed to find him an American girlfriend. But when reporters asked if she supported him going on The Bachelor, she didn't hesitate to say absolutely not. According to Whitney, Robert needs to keep his focus on dancing and finish strong this season. She joked that his growing fan base and the chaos that would come with The Bachelor might be a bit too much. But Robert's playful response only fueled the speculation more. He smiled and said her disapproval only makes him want to do The Bachelor even more. The friendly back and forth between the two has only added to the charm of his DWTS run. He's currently one of the top contenders on the show, consistently ranking near the top of the leaderboard and earning praise from both judges and fans. ABC, meanwhile, has already announced that the Bachelor franchise will return for season 30. Normally, it would air in early 2026, but this time the network has delayed the announcement of who the next lead will be. Instead, they surprised fans by naming TikTok star Taylor Frankie Paul as the next Bachelorette. The delay has everyone wondering if ABC might be leaving space, just enough time to secure someone big, someone new, someone like
finding a
Robert
Bachelor lead
Irwin.
who's genuinely loved by fans has been a challenge in recent seasons. Joey Graziadei from season 28 was a hit, and he even went on to win Dancing with the Stars season 33. But the most recent Bachelor, Grant Ellis, didn't quite capture audiences in the same way. Robert, on the other hand, has everything the show needs to make headlines: charisma, global fame, and a natural warmth that reminds people of what the franchise used to be about: sincerity and romance. Add to that his famous last name, and you have a combination that could bring in an entirely new audience. Beyond the glitz of Hollywood and the gossip of reality TV, there's something genuine about Robert Irwin. He's kind, he's grounded, and he's passionate about making a difference. Fans aren't just drawn to his looks or his celebrity, they admire his heart. That's why the idea of seeing him fall in love on The Bachelor feels so appealing. Still, whether he decides to take on the roses and drama or stay focused on wildlife and dancing, one thing's for sure: Robert Irwin is carving out his own path. He's proving that his father's legacy isn't a shadow he stands under, but a torch he proudly carries forward in his own unique way. His journey from zoo life to the bright lights of Dancing with the Stars has already shown how versatile and endearing he truly is. And as the world watches him charm his way through each week, the question lingers: will he be dancing for the Mirrorball Trophy today and handing out roses tomorrow? Only time will tell. But if Robert Irwin has taught us anything, it's that life can take unexpected turns, and sometimes those turns lead to the most extraordinary adventures. What do you think? Should Robert Irwin trade the ballroom for the Bachelor Mansion? Or should he keep his focus on his passion for wildlife and conservation? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to share your predictions, because if there's one thing certain about Robert Irwin, it's that his next chapter will be one the world can't stop talking about.